Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is we're just gonna talk. We're gonna have some real talk because it is a new year and I just felt like with this new year I have a lot on my heart. Good things, but just things that I felt like I wanted to share with you guys. Kind of like what I learned this past year and some of the biggest accomplishments that I made this past year, and just kind of what direction I want to go personally and professionally. So if any of that sounds interesting to you and you want to kind of see what my thoughts are about 2017 and 2018, then just keep watching. And if that sounds totally boring to you, then you can click off now because don't watch something that doesn't interest you. 2017 was a really, really challenging year for me altogether. There were a lot of moves that I made to kind of conquer my fear of chasing my dreams. I took a lot of action in this past year and I'm really proud of myself. This is kind of an emotional thing for me. Like, I can already feel myself getting emotional. I took a lot of action towards my dreams and chasing my dreams, and I'm really proud of myself for that. But because of that, it has made me feel extremely vulnerable, and I've dealt with a lot of anxiety and depression, and I've dealt with depression for a long time. Ever since I was about 15. I remember specifically whenever I turned 15 years old, I started gaining a lot of weight because I got really, really depressed, and it took me a really, really long time because I would eat out of stress and anxiety. I remember I would just literally eat and eat and eat all day, and I just didn't know why I was feeling the way that I was feeling or how to handle it, much less, I didn't even know why I felt the way that I felt, and because I didn't know that, I didn't know how to handle it, and it felt like my natural reaction was to eat all my problems away, which, if you don't know, eating releases endorphins in your brain, so it's kind of like a relaxing chemical. So that's why a lot of people develop a habit of eating, like stress eating and stuff like that, because it releases a chemical in their brain that actually relaxes them or gives them the illusion of being relaxed. You know what I'm saying? I have now lost about 30 pounds, so yay! Ever since I was 15 years old, I have struggled with depression, and I would say all throughout my teens, from like 15 to probably 18 was whenever all my depression was the worst, and that's a long time. Whenever I was 15, it was hard for me to even get out of bed. I asked my parents to be homeschooled again because I was homeschooled for most of my life, and then I went to public school for 2 years, and then I asked my parents to be homeschooled again because I just felt like I had so much anxiety and so much depression that I felt like I couldn't function. And I didn't tell them that at the time because I didn't even know what I was feeling or what it was called or if there was even a name for it. All I knew is that I couldn't get out of bed. I felt like my mind was like locked in a box that I just couldn't get out of, and like I was screaming on the inside, and I felt so broken and I didn't know why. You know what I'm saying? And so from about the age 15 to 18, I really struggled with that, and it slowly got better over time, but I wouldn't say that I really got my depression under control until like this past year. Did I really kind of overcome it and learn how to deal with it? And it's not like a light bulb went off in my head one day and I was like, oh, I know how to deal with my depression. It was a long time coming of me taking these little tiny steps or trying different things to get me out of like the slump that I was in. And so don't feel bad if you're in that place, if you're in that depression. Don't feel like you're just gonna like wake up one day. It's gonna be a while. I mean, some people do just wake up out of it, and that's amazing. But most of the time it's a fight. You have to fight to feel better again. You have to fight to be happy again. You have to fight to see value in life again. And it's really, really hard because you feel hopeless. You're just in a place where you feel like you're in a hole and it's dark and you see nothing around you and it just feels hopeless. And so that's why 2017 was such an emotional year for me, because of my anxiety and depression. I let it get in the way of me moving forward in my life and me really doing what I wanted to do with my life. And so come 2017, actually at the end of 2016, I was working at a salon, and the salon actually burned down, and my depression like hit full force after that happened. I don't know why, it just like came full force in again. I just felt I didn't feel good all of the time. I don't know why that event specifically made me feel so down in the dumps again, but it did. I think I just really loved working there, and it felt like it was taken from me, and I felt like my mind and my body just snapped right back into their coping mechanism, and that is depression. And it was hard for me. I was out of work for months, and it was hard for me to get out of bed. It was hard for me to do anything. I had all this time off work, and I just didn't feel like doing anything. I just felt sad, and I felt like, you feel like this weird, like gloomy, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you just feel like sluggish, and there's no words for depression. It's just, it's slow. And there's this song called Slow Motion by Fox, and one of the lines is, everything I do in slow motion. And that's literally what depression feels like. You feel like life is in slow motion, but yet it's passing by in the blink of an eye, but you feel like you're not a part of it. You feel so disconnected from everything, and just, you feel completely shut down. And it's the hardest thing, and you wish that you could just like snap out of it, and you wish it were just that easy, but it's not. And so I decided, I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to go to cosmetology school for a long time, and I kept putting it off because my husband was in school, and for other reasons that weren't real reasons, the real reason was that I was scared. I was just scared to do it. I was scared to chase my dreams. I was scared to be me, And so come the end of 2016, in October of 2016, I started my first day at Toni and Guy Hairdressing Academy. One of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I had such an amazing experience there. I learned so much. I connected with so many people that I value and will treasure in my heart forever. Like, the whole experience was just, probably a lot of the teachers don't know it, but it was life-changing for me. I felt like the only way that I can describe it is that it felt like I finally found where I belonged. You know what I'm saying? And so many people that I could relate to, and it just felt like me being there. I met 2 friends that I have connected with so deeply that I know will be friends for life. So I am so thankful for that, not to mention all of the skills that I learned and everything. I started working at Sephora in April of 2017. I was so glad that I made that decision, because Sephora has really helped me grow my artistry. I was a good artist, but I felt like there were certain pieces that I was missing in my artistry, and I have such a wonderful senior artist, 2 senior artists actually. Whenever I started there it was 1, but 2 senior artists, and they're just so knowledgeable about everything, that I felt like I've gotten to pick their brains a lot. I've just learned so much, being so hands-on with such a wide variety of clientele, skin types, skin tones, everything. And so that's been really great, and it has provided me the opportunity to work on my social media even more. So just because scheduling wise is much more flexible, and so it just makes it easier for me to do this kind of stuff. So that's part of why I decided to get serious about my YouTube channel, because being at Sephora, I absolutely love working there, and I'm in the process of becoming one of the beauty studio coordinators, which I'm really excited about. And I decided, you know what, I love working there so much. I was like, I'm not gonna get a job at a salon. I want to stay here. I want to grow here. I want to fully develop my artistry as much as I can, and go from there. My goal is to be one of the senior artists. I would like to be a senior artist by the end of 2018. That is one of my goals, but we'll see. Everything's a process. So and I am just getting ready to step into one of the beauty studio coordinator positions, so that is just one step at a time. Part of the reason I decided to stay at Sephora was because I finally got the courage in 2017, October of 2017, I decided to really go full force at my social media and my YouTube. I have dreamt for so long to be a YouTuber and just to share knowledge and advice and inspire people and connect with people through the means of social media. I just know that there's so many beauty bloggers and people that I look up to that I was like, I want to do that too. You know, I want to be that for somebody. I want to look up to them. I want to be able to give them advice. I want to be able to, you know, whether it's artistry advice, personal advice, you know, whatever. All the artists and people that I look up to and all the beauty bloggers that I follow, like, I want to be that to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what really inspired me to stay at Sephora and to also start my YouTube and hit it full force. You know, this is all that I want to do. You know, I would love to do this full time one day. I mean, we'll see if that happens, but I want to do my videos full time. I'm just passionate about creating content, and I love photography, I love videography, I love acting, I love all the arts, and all of that comes into play in content creating. You know, I do want my channel to be a little bit more cinematic as I go forward and I have more resources and time to put into my videos. I do want to start filming like really cool intros and, you know, kind of have stories and stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll see. I have a vague idea of what I want my channel to be one day, but right now I'm just keeping it pretty simple so that I can just get content out, but content that I'm still proud of, you know what I'm saying, and content that's still interesting. But this is as much as I can do right now with my current schedule. But so that's another accomplishment that I made in 2017, was to just be serious about my YouTube channel, which was a big deal for me because I always thought, oh, if I start a YouTube channel, people will think that I'm not a real makeup artist, or I, you know, don't have any real experience, or they just don't. A lot of people look at beauty bloggers like they're subpar, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they're not real makeup artists, or they just don't take them seriously. It's not a real job, blah, 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 blah. So I was scared to do it for a long time just because of what people would think of me, which is so silly. And I still find myself doing that. I'm like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. You know, and I feel like I'm like hiding as I'm saying it. And I'm not like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel, you know, you should check it out. This year I want to be proud of what I'm doing, and even though I may seem proud of what I'm doing most of the time, I do still get shy about it just because I get worried about what other people think. So that is my goal for 2018. I'm kind of jumping back and forth here. Yeah, one of the biggest accomplishments that I made in 2017 was definitely graduating cosmetology school, and one of the biggest challenges that I faced in 2017 was we lost a member of our family, and I've never lost someone close to me before, and it just happened in December. And so that was really, really hard. I've never experienced loss before, and it's made me realize how valuable time is, which sounds really cliche, and, you know, like, always say you love your loved ones and stuff like that, but I think the main thing is just that, like, yeah, always tell your loved ones that you love them, and yeah, spend as much time, like quality time with them as you can. But to me, I think it overall, it's just made me realize how valuable time is in general for you personally and for your time with other people. So with that, that's definitely something that's really heavy on my heart for 2018. So that's kind of like, you know, everything that I feel like I learned in 2017 and what I accomplished in 2017. And then for 2018, I have notes here. I kind of wanted to gather my thoughts, you know, before I did this video. I want to keep working really, really hard at my channel. I want to work even harder at my channel and do more with it. So if there's anything that you feel like I am missing from my channel, or that you'd like to see more of or less of, let me know down in the comments. You know, I am always up for constructive criticism, as long as it's actually constructive and you're not just being negative or mean or anything like that, you know. Just let me know what you want to see. I do like catering my videos to my audience, because obviously I don't want to put out videos that you guys don't want to see because you're following me for a reason. So I want to, kind of going off of what I just talked about, I want to invest in my relationships more. I find that I've learned that I'm a little bit of a workaholic. I work full time at Sephora, and then I'm constantly, you know, I'm getting out 3 videos a week. so I am filming all the time, and even though I'm not editing my own videos as much anymore, I still do a little bit of editing in my videos. My husband has been so kind as to learn and take on most of the editing, which has been absolutely amazing, and just I cannot tell you how much that means to me that he would be willing to offer to do that and learn it and everything. Like and he's way better at it than I ever have been or ever will be. He's just, I don't know, he's naturally good at that stuff. I've been super impressed. So if you've noticed a little bit of a different editing style in my videos, that's because my husband has been so sweet as to help me out and kind of let me have a little bit more free time so that I can do other things like work out and just invest in myself a little bit more. So that's another thing, you know, now that I have a little bit more free time, I do want to invest into my relationships a little bit more with my family and my friends. I get so caught up in everything that I'm doing and everything that I want to do, and I was just talking to my brother about this the other day over text. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I just get so caught up in, you know, my goals and what I want to achieve in my life that I forget about everyone around me. Like I even forget about my husband sometimes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually need to spend time with him, you know? And it's like, I find myself editing pictures and editing videos and filming videos, and if I'm not doing that, I'm doing something else for my channel, or I'm doing some kind of research. Like I'm always working, you know? And so I still want to work really hard, but I want to kind of find a better balance of still making my family and my friends a priority in my life, because I think that it is really important. That's another goal that I have for 2018. And then I want to be, and I think today is a good start of this, but I want to be more creative with my artistry. I used to do a lot of really, really creative looks. Like I would do like some really avant-garde and horror kind of looks. Like I did a lot of that stuff. If you like scroll down in my Instagram, you'll see like a little bit more creativity or avant-garde stuff and stuff like that. I've been doing a lot of beauty stuff right now, so I do want to incorporate more gore and more avant-garde and just like more really, really creative looks into my Instagram feed and my YouTube and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys like the idea of that. And then lastly, I want to invest, you know, with the time that I now have, since I'm not editing my videos anymore or as much, I want to invest more into my own personal growth, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, and everything like that. I've started reading books again. My husband has really inspired me to do that, and I want to work out. I need to find a good workout routine and make more of a priority in that. It's not that I don't want to work out most of the time, it's just that I don't think about it. And then whenever I do think about it, it's like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, well, now I gotta go to bed, you know? It's like, and I hate working out right before I go to bed, because then it gets all my blood flowing and stuff like that, and then I can't go to sleep, and then I'm even more tired the next day, you know? And so I just have to find a better balance, so I want to make more of a priority of that. Not because I want to lose weight or I want to do this or do that. I just want to be healthy. Like, I just want to be more healthy. I want to just kind of take some more time for myself, because with my full-time job and then my YouTube channel, I'm constantly putting myself out, like more and more of myself out. I feel like I'm like digging myself out digging myself into a hole, and then I like crash and burn, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, if you would have slowed down a little bit, you know, you wouldn't be dying right now. So yeah, I want to learn how to balance a little bit better just my whole life and invest into myself personally a little bit more, so that I can keep my anxiety and my depression and everything kind of at bay. And that's one thing that I've found has really helped my anxiety and depression, is to take a moment, like take designated moments for yourself to like, I'm gonna take this time to invest in myself, to read a book, or to spend time with my mom, or spend time with my best friend, or something like that. You know, I am not good at this stuff, but I will get better. That's part of my goal for 2018. So yeah, there's just kind of everything in review and in projection, I guess, because I'm looking at kind of reviewed 2017 and I'm just looking at 2018 and I'm so ready for it. I am an open book in terms of how I feel towards 2018. I just kind of am very open to, I feel like just emotionally and mentally just open to whatever 2018 has to bring for me, because I don't know what it has to bring for me. I have things in the works and I have certain things that I'm looking forward to in 2018, but nothing is guaranteed. And so I don't know, I just have this weird feeling of just like, I have no idea what's gonna happen in 2018, and maybe nothing happens. Maybe I just work all year and that's just it, you know, and that's totally fine. That'll be what I do, you know. And normally whenever I'm going into the new year, I'll have a feeling like this year's gonna bring me this, or this year's gonna bring me this, or I'm just really feeling this certain way about this year, but I don't have any feelings like that for 2018. I just feel like I'm I'm an open book. I feel vulnerable in a good way. Like I just feel, what's the best way to put it? I feel like a clean slate. Like I feel just, you know, whatever 2018 has to offer me, opportunities or whatnot, whatever is coming, I will come what may, you know? I am looking forward to 2018 and I hope that you guys are too. I'm glad that it's a new year. It's kind of weird that it's 2018. Like I feel like we are the future. We are in the future right now. Like this is it. This is the future. It doesn't get any more future than this. I remember when I was a kid, if I had thought about being in 2018, I would have thought that we were all living in space and flying rocket ships all over the sky or whatever. And I remember when I was a kid and I thought that things like Skyping, like FaceTime and stuff like that, I was like, that's never gonna be possible. There's no way. And now we literally have that on our phones. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just daily life to us. Alright guys, well I think that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed my ranting or just my deep thoughts. If you like these kinds of videos and you want to hear just more like life chit chats and stuff like that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do stuff like that. But I felt like with the coming new year and all the changes I've been making in my life, I felt like I needed to make a video like this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments. If you have any requests or you just want to share your thoughts about this video, please leave them down in the comments and I will see you all in Monday's tutorial. Oh, and I just want to say that I'm wishing you guys all a very happy new year. And I mean just a happy year. I hope that this year for you is just full of good things and opportunities and everything. Like I just hope that this year blows your mind in so many good ways, you know, that you just have so many amazing experiences and personal growth and professional growth and everything that you want. I have the best of wishes to you guys. So that is it. I will see you all in Monday's tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye.